Right, everybody, I have built a team that I think might be a good anti-meta pick. It is built around Zoroark and Aggron and Froslass. I'll go into depth with the team now. So to start off the team, we have Zoroark. This is mainly used as a choice scarfer in order to trick out the fact that a lot of fighting type moves and fake outs are going into the Pokemon that I've currently primarized my roster around. Basically, this creates this discomfort to using fighting type and normal type moves against my team. Even though Zoroark might not be there, it's still a background threat. It's using Bitter Malice, obviously a very solid move overall. Sludge Bomb, this is specifically to deal with the Mega Floette, because Mega Floette is kind of the best Pokemon in the game right now. And since I don't have CA, I also don't have Mega Floette, so it's fun to build an anti-team around that. Hyper Voice for general good spread damage, Icy Wind for speed control. It is a choice scarfer, so I sort of wanted to rely more on the high damage output and less supportive and defensive. Next up we have Aggron. This is a Mega Aggron. It is maxed out in defense and maxed out in HP with a defense boosting nature and speed lowering nature. Now this is important because I need to keep it under 65 speed. This is so it outspeeds certain threats in Trick Room, but also it's over 60 speed, so it outspeeds a lot of the other slow megas that are sitting around 60s. It has Protect, obviously, needed, kinda. It has Body Press, it has Heavy Slam. That's also partly why I'm using the ability Heavy Metal. It's rarely gonna matter at all, but it doubles the weight of Aggron, which makes Heavy Slam always guaranteed to be a 120 base power move. Iron Defense to boost up the Body Press and to keep sustainability. General, just a relatively common Aggron overall. This is also specifically because Mega Slam will guarantee that I kill Gengar in 2 hits if I'm Heavy Metal. Like I'm guaranteed... no, sorry, not Gengar. You do this one. And next up we have Aggron, max out in HP and defense for obviously tankiness, speed reducing nature, defense boosting nature. Very simplified damage dealer that uses Body Slam and Iron Press as general damage dealing. It has Protect to deal with fake outs, etc. And also to buy me more time if I need to. Heavy Slam and Heavy Metal ensures that I get the maximum output of Heavy Slam, which can make some threats be able to be one-shot that probably I wouldn't really be able to do so against. This might be a tech that I might swap out later for Sturdy, but rarely will Sturdy matter, because I usually will be Mega Evolving this. But again, Heavy Metal is just for damage output under Trick Room. My Trick Room starter is Hatterne, my next up Pokemon here. It has a little bit of HP, just the rest of the layover investments are in HP. It's special attack boosting, speed reducing nature with a quiet nature. It has maxed out special defense and special attack in order to just tank as many hits as possible. It is also carrying the Cobalt Berry, the one that makes it so that poison type moves do less damage to me. Calm Mind, Psychic, Draining Kiss, and Trick Room. Very basic set here. Calm Mind allows me to utilize more of the Trick Room when they try to stall the Trick Room using Protect. Magic Bounce, nice ability overall, deals with the Encore, etc. They can't really stop this from setting up. Next up is one of my favorite mons on this team, which is the Alcremie. Alcremie is maxed out in HP, maxed out in special defense. It's supposed to have 2 investments here in special attack, just for the last ones. It's a Calm Nature, just a tank, but it has the move Decorate, which can double the attack and special attack of one of my targets. This is very flexible because of the high speed tier, but still being lower than a lot of the super threats in the game, because they hover around 90. I'm still slower under Trick Room, but I'm faster than most of the other slower teams, meaning that I can lead this with Decorate in order to ensure that I get a damage dealer ready before potential opposing Trick Room if they're underspeeding me. Mystical Fire to deal with just special attack drops, just a general coverage, and Dazzling Gleam for general damage, Protect to stay alive more. It's also having Aroma Whale, which stops me from being encored and forced into move locks. Decent. It's also to stop me from being Protect stalled by Whimsicots that are running around. My secondary Mega is a Mega Froslass, which has the wrong ability here. Actually, I think I might keep Curse Body. I'm not sure if I want to keep Curse Body or if I want to keep the Snow Cloak. I think Curse Body is just better because I don't have any other Snow Setters. Yeah, Curse Body is better. Alright, let's redo. Next up is one of my other carries, being Mega Froslass. It has Aurora Whale, Shadow Ball, Blizzard, and Protect. I was contemplating swapping out Aurora Whale for Nasty Plot. We'll see if that is needed later on. But in general, this is a super fast, hard-hitting attacker, or special attacker, with a speed boosting nature to ensure that I outspeed other Froslasses should they be modders, for example, right? Overall, good coverage. Blizzard is really solid right now. It hits a lot of the primary threats and stuff. With snow warning from the Mega, it's 100% accurate. And Shadow Ball is just a deal with Gengar, and it's a good stab option. However, it also blends really well into my last mon, Beartic, a attack boosting, special attack reducing adamant nature, maxed out in attack, almost maxed out in speed, and has a few points in defense. The speed tiering here was in order to have it underspeed other base 50 speeds in Trick Room, but also still outspeed stuff like Guard Jump, etc. in the Slush Rush. It also outspeeds a lot of the Choice Scarfers that are sitting around a base 70, 75 usually now, which means that I barely outspeed them in Slush Rush. It has Focus Sash in order to stay alive, Protect, Throat Chop, Rock Slide, and Icicle Spear. I swap Icicle Spear for Icicle Crash. I think Icicle Spear is great though because it is a multi-hit move and there's a lot of Focus Sash, Masquerades, etc. which you one-shot with this. Throat Chop is in order to deal with Gengar, and it also deals with Mega Gardevoir because it's spamming Hyper Voice, and Rock Slide is just general coverage against the Sun teams that are running rampant right now. So that'll be the team, Augers. As always, when I build teams, the rental code will be in the description, etc. It will also be linked in a pinned comment. I'll try and make a Poképasta as well, but I can't remember if I might not make though. Alright, first match, let's see. This is the test thread for this team. It has had no practice yet on this specific build. It is basically built to counter team specific sets around Gengar, etc. This is an interesting team. I cannot lead the Aggron, because if I lead the Aggron into either Incineroar, Arcanine, or into the Liquid Voice Primarina, then I'm kind of screwed. I could try and go Trick Room mode here, with Alcremie, hatterne as a lead. Which isn't a bad shot, but I kind of want to lead just Froslass and my silly aim here. I kind of want to go this and pretend. We might do that, yeah. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Illusion copy is the last mon that I choose. So I have a few options here. I'm going to try and copy the aim, the beartic from the zoroark, so I can spam that. We're gonna bring Alcremie here for overall coverage, and then lastly aim, which is my beartic. So if I did this correctly, I'm going to lead Froslass and what looks like a Beartic, but it's going to be a Hisuian Zoroark. Which means I have a double Ghost type against the incoming Intimidate, and I have no physical attackers out, which they might think the Intimidate makes my Beartic useless. Perfect. Actually perfect. Now I'm also Choice Scarfed on my Zoroark, so I can Aurora Whale here in order to fake even more and also get up the defensive boost from that, because Incineroar can't really do anything against this. I have Sludge Bomb on this specifically for Fairy types. I might do a buttload here to Primarina. Alright, let's open into Pelipper, which doesn't gain them weather control because of how weather works right now. Because my Mega Evolution will happen now, which will give me weather control with Froslass. Activating my Snow Warning, which makes Primarina's Liquid Voice, that's about hitters, less effective, because it's going to use Hyper Voice. I'm getting Sludge Bomb off here. And setting up a Aurora Veil. It's going to let me tank a few more hits. I'm interested in seeing what they actually pull out here for the... Yeah, Anko. Okay, that's fine. That's actually really fine. Because they might think that this is still Beartic because of the Slush Rush. Actually, no, they shouldn't because I use Sludge Bomb. Never mind. We'll see. We'll see. It might bait them. I'm swapping out Alcremie here because if I can get a Decorate boost on my Beartic, then we're really solid. Primarina uses Protect, that's completely fine. You're still not nullifying anything using the Intimidator. I cannot be Encored, so I can just freely do Decorate here onto Zoroark. Do I expect them to swap? I kind of do. But it's kind of weird if they think that that's gonna matter. Ooh, they swap Primarina now. Not what I expected. We get Impeliper, they have weather control. Do they use Parting Shot now into my... Okay, that's fine. We get a Sludge Bomb off on Pelipper. Gets the poison off, perfect. And we can now retake the weather control whenever we want to. Now flinch and can't move, doesn't actually matter. Now Cream uses lefties. 2 options to be given now. I think the best way is, again, decorate into Zoroark. And then just Sludge Bomb. I think this doesn't really have much of a counterplay. Like, they could swap out into Primarina, but as long as I swap after in order to get my Froslass back out, I get weather control again. And Pelipper is dying this turn, yeah. Perfect, I get weather control for the rest of the game. Which is perfect with my, Are you afraid, sir? That's kind of what we were expecting, right? The Parting Shot. And that's completely fine, because it doesn't actually change anything for me. Because I just got +1 instead of -1. Okay, so. I think Incineroar is going back out, right? Even if they fake out the Alcremie, I should be good. I could just do Alcremie, Dazzling Gleam, and... Oh, Primarina. Okay, so what do we expect? We expect Dragonite to Mega and to hit the Beartic, which is the Zoroark. I don't think he can one-shot here, and he is going to protect the Primarina, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to double down into Dragonite. I'm going to be first because of my Choice Scarf. I'm still faster than the Dragonite with this set. Which is going to now, like... Yeah, I kind of expected that one. So now we kill Dragonite this turn. We might lose Belt or our History in Zoroark. That'll be fine. Because this procs the... Yeah, that's fine. And now he's going to see the Zoroark. This procs the multi-scale. Dazzling Gleam will do double damage. We should be able to win this, no problem. And now I get weather control again with my my Froslass. The same turn that Aurora Whale goes down. It's actually better that we didn't KO the Dragonite here. Froslass is faster than the Knight, I believe, so I should just be able to use Blizzard here and decorate my Froslass to make it stronger. I could also click Protect here, because Decorate will work even if I click Protect, giving me the double boost. But I think it's just, might as well just click Blizzard here, honestly. Dragonite protects, that's fine. So with Dragonite protecting, I should have protected here. There's a chance to freeze as well, because freeze or Blizzard plus Snow Warning is balanced. Alright, Decorate. We increase our stats. And now optimally, they might try and stall out the snow, which technically is fine. So I'm just gonna click Dazzling and Blizzard, which will KO both. I don't think there's a way for them to win this. They're gonna protect the Primarina this turn, trying to stall out the... No, they're not. Okay, yeah, so that's it then, I guess. Because we know already that my Alcremie is faster than the Primarina, so my Dazzling Gleam goes off now and kills it. Crit didn't matter at all. Easy peasy. Boom. And now comes out Incineroar. Incineroar. Which, even if it could KO the Froslass, we'll have to deal with the beartic, which is focus sash in the back. And my Alcremie. I'm just gonna start chipping it. Yeah, it forfeits. That's good. Alright, banger. 1-0. Good start, good start. I feel that was played as good as it could be with just the constant pressure that the lead puts in. Alright, let's see. Lados. Now, what do you have for a team? Do I have to change up my leads? Can I go trick room mode? I would love that. Let's see. Typical rain team with Achuladon. This is one of the teams that I built the Hatterne Alcremie combo for. So I'm very much down to using that. Is there a way? Because the only issue here is the Sneasler can fake out my Hatterne. I don't think there's a way for me to abuse that outside of cheesing Zoroark and pretending like it's... I mean, I don't think there's a way I can cheese this. Because the biggest lead issue right now is fake out Sneasler into Hydreigon. I should be fine for that regardless. I'm just gonna lead this, have Aggron in the back. I'm grabbing the... Oh, what's better here? I think it's better to have the beartic. I'm a little bit unsure, because beartic is really good into a few of the matchups. It really is, like, insane into Gengar and Basque Legion. But for the rest of it, it's kind of meh. Alright, let's see. I'm expecting the Sneasler Gengar. Perfect. Kind of what we saw coming, right? We have the poison resist berry on Hatterne. We can swap Hatterne here into the Aggron. And we can... I want to mystical fire the Gengar. Because we're expecting fake out Shadow Ball into Hatterne. And... Or fake out Sludge Bomb into Hatterne. And if it's fake out Sludge Bomb into Hatterne, we are way ahead on this. Fake out, there we go, perfect. Doesn't actually matter. Shadow Ball is kind of bad, but I think like they usually go, yeah, they go Sludge Veil, that's fine. I don't really care. Alcremie, we get the special attack drop with the Mystical Fire here onto Gengar. We can now protect the Aggron. We're afraid. Boom. So we can't swap out, right? We cannot at all. But what we can do is we can protect the Aggron. Because we're expecting close combat from the Sneasler. So we click protect. And what we can do now is we can either decorate through the protect, which I don't think will work. I think it's still going to kill the Alcremie, but if it kills the Alcremie, I get the Hatterne in for Trick Room setting, which is completely fine. So I think the best shot that we have is just continuing being a menace to Gengar by trying to reduce its special attack. I'm expecting just Sludge Wave again into close combat into Aggron. Gengar protects, which is an awful play, in my opinion. For my end, that is, because the issue now is that Sneasler with close combat is going to be able to hit my Aggron next turn. But when Aggron Mega Evolves, it sheds the Rock type, which means I'm only like 1 time super effective to close combat, and I get Filter, which like 25% reduces the damage dealt by said move, right? Gengar doesn't really want to touch this, does it? So I could technically filter into Iron Defense. The only issue is that I don't know how much... I'm gonna do Heavy Slam, because I don't know how much damage these Sneasler will deal to my Aggron. And in case Aggron should survive, I want to do this. Right, in case Alcremie survives. Because if Alcremie survives the round until Aggron's turn, I'll get the Decorate off before Aggron attacks, giving me a insta-kill to Gengar regardless. That's completely fine. And that tells me that you're gonna close combat now into Mr. Steel. And I'll get the Alcremie to decorate the Aggron, killing your Gengar. I live this. I have a billion defense, brother. And I also have a lot of attack now. Here goes my Heavy Slam. I think he's gonna expect Protect the next turn. I wonder if... no, I have 18%, right? No, I have 18 health. I kind of wish I could see percentages on my side. There probably is a setting for that. I think I survive. Yeah, Alcremie survives. That's kind of bad. But he does die this turn, so I can protect Aggron and then play around that. Hydreigon. Again, Decorate goes through Protect. So I might as well do this. But I'm going to click Gleam in case he, for some reason... Because he doesn't kill with just a close combat. He needs to double up into Mr. Steel. If Alcremie lives and gets the Gleam off, it pops either the Sash on Hydreigon if it's not on Sneasler, and it will also do like a metric ton of damage on Hydreigon if I should get that off. And then Alcremie dies this turn, letting me bring in a new Mon. This is completely fine. So expecting close combat here. U-turn. Okay. Oh, to get it back in fake up pressure. That's fine though. It doesn't actually change anything on my end. Now what do you bring out? Because I get to see this before my turn starts. Because this depends on whether or not I'm bringing out the Beartic or if I'm bringing out a Pelipper. Well, that means you're probably going to Hurricane and then Weather Ball into my guy. He outspeeds the Pelipper and can Rock Slide, but it can Wide Guard. I'm going to do this so that I get the speed advantage again after this. Making him also wanting to split his resources here this round. Heavy Slam into Hydreigon and a Trick Room to get speed advantage here. Should be fine. I'm sort of expecting Dark Pulse from Hydreigon, but if it doesn't kill the Mr. Steel, then I get, Hydreigon will die then. Earthquake doesn't actually matter. You're a special attacker, generally. Yeah, that does jack shit to my guy here. Oh, that's the misplay of the century, brother. I win. This is why I max special defense too on the hatterne. Because now I'm at speed advantage, right? Because I get speed, because, you know, Trick Room. Faster Aggron. I can Heavy Slam the Pelipper. I can double up into Pelipper here to win. Because we know that the Hydreigon isn't going to be a problem for me, and he's going to probably protect that. Pelipper doesn't always carry Protect because he carries Wide Guard. Might have been an idea to use... Yeah, Hydreigon protects, Pelipper can't, because it's usually using Wide Guard. Heavy Slam. It might have been better with... No, it's not. I was going to say it might have been better with Body Slam, but it's not. And then Psychic into Pelipper. This gives me the damage that I need there. If Sneasler Fake Outs the next turn, I can like double up with both of my mons into Hydreigon, killing that, and then Sneasler versus Beartic, which is sashed, and I have speed priority. So as long as he doesn't get the double protective, we win with this play. Because he should fake out Hatterne and attack with Hydreigon, expecting to get a KO. Which is fine, I was expecting that to go down. And then, because he didn't protect, Aggron kills the Hydreigon. And now I have 3 turns with the remaining mons that I have in order to kill Sneasler. Because I have the Focus Sash regardless on my Beartic. Now what is the most effective move here against the Sneasler for Beartic? I think it's like still the... what's interesting now is I have 2 options because I have 2 more rounds of Trick Room. I can Iron Defense here in order to double my defense before it attacks. And Icicle Spear. If it protects, then I buy another turn. If it goes for the attack, I get double defense before it attacks. I survive, and it doesn't have protect if that's the case. And my body slime will kill it next round. This backfires if it's a crit, but then again, if it does like close combat here, Beartic still has the opportunity to attack again. Yeah, and this is even better. Like, choice, Froslass lets me survive. I'm also now so tanky on the Aggron that Sneasler can't kill me. Body Slam will kill it anytime now. And if it focuses the... Ooh. Oh. Wait. It's losable. If he has Protects... I don't think he has. Like, usually this doesn't run Protect. If it has Protect and it has... And it crits with the... Ooh, is it better with Heavy Slime? I'm still like plus 2, right? Yeah. So Heavy Slime is still better, but it lets me survive. If it has Protect... And it crit... Like, yeah, if it protected now and then crit with close combat next turn, we could have lost. But yeah, that's another banger. Fantastic. Nice to get to show off the Trick Room mode, too. Really solid. Very happy with that. Alright. Last game. Let's look at this. This is a Drizzle team that is very weak to Froslass. Is there anything here that's scary? It's technically Tinkaton. I think leading Froslass and Zoroark, but making the Zoroark look like the Alchemy is the way this time. Because then they might try and a Gigaton hammer into that. Because I'm expecting the either Palafin or the Politoed plus Tinkaton bleed. Palafin Cleaver. So this is Choice Scarf Cleaver. I wonder if that says Zoroark for him. So we're expecting... I can do this plus Icy Wind to get speed control, which I think is the best option. Then I also save my Mega, so that if they try to get weather control now by swapping Palafin into Pelipper, yeah, swapping Palafin into anything else, I still keep the momentum for like weather control, if it was into Politoed. I'm expecting Stone Axe from Cleaver to hit into Froslass. Icy Wind here will do a fair bit of damage, but most importantly it'll drop their speeds. Tailwind. Okay, so we might actually swap out here. Because I think Gigaton Hammer is coming into this slot. And I honestly think if I could get in the Zoroark again to use better Malice would be the optimal state. But if I click Icy Wind again, I keep my speed control. And Beartic will be faster than them in the following turn. And if they go for the KO on Alchemy / Zoroark, then I get control again via Froslass's speed boost from Slush Rush on Beartic. That's perfect. That's what we were hoping for. Because Gigaton Hammer can't be used 2 turns in a row. And Sash gets popped, which is fine. Cleaver will probably attack the other slot now, or does he kill the Beartic? That's perfect. That is completely fine for me. Now, if they have... Ooh, this does a little bit of damage to me, though. But if they have... I don't think it's gonna matter, but if they have the Pelipper in the back... It has White Guard, which is really bad against my Alcremie here. I should be fine to just do this. Like, obviously Zoroark will go first, and if they knock out Zoroark this turn, I get no value out of my Decorate, but I'm expecting Tinkaton to go for Protect in order to get another Gigaton Hammer off. It didn't. So it's using Play Rough or Sword Stance. Yeah, that's into Zoroark, which is fine. Now, do you kill it this turn? Let's see. I kind of think that they wouldn't, but also I have revealed that it's Choice Scarf, so they might just double up into it. Yeah. Was that a misplay? Maybe. But here's the deal with this specifically. Alcremie is now faster than both of the other mons due to the speed drop. Tailwind is about to expire, right? I can click Froslass. I can protect with Froslass, expecting them to having to double down into it. Get Decorate off and spam Blizzard for the rest of the match. Right? And that is probably my best bet in the current situation. Backfires if they double into Alcremie, expecting this play. If they don't double into Alcremie, I'll probably be winning the game on this. How are you faster? What? You're -3. Yeah, you're in Tailwind, but like you're -3 still. That's crazy. Okay. I don't think I win then. I think I lose on this. So this is a little bit of a noob mistake that I made. I was way too passive here. Oh yeah, what's it? Because I think I lose to Palafin here regardless. Unless I get a double freeze now on Tinkaton and Cleaver. Because I need to take no damage. The correct play here is to U-turn with Cleaver in order to reset. But I don't think they're gonna get the chance to do that when I freeze them both. God damn it. Oh, miss? Cinema! It's cinema! Oh. Okay. I'm gonna Shadow Ball into Tinkaton, expecting Cleaver to swap into Pelipper. To try and avoid the to try and get back weather control. It's no, Politoed, sorry. It's not Pelipper. So I've been afraid of the wrong thing, I think. Right, let's see it. I don't win this, but it would be hysterical if I did. So I need to Blizzard, hit both targets, and freeze the Palafin. Which is another 10% odds. Oh, it's Cleaver. Why would you send out Cleaver now? I would think that that's the wrong choice here. Cleaver has a 50% chance of staying frozen this turn. It gets a 25% chance next turn. I can Shadow Ball the Politoed. And if I get the Spadef drop, I didn't. Okay. So now we have to... Oh, Icy Wind. Okay, wait. So... You're trying to make me slower than... the Tinkaton in the back, right? No, than the Palafin, I mean. Sorry. Alright, so we have the Blizzard. I should be faster than Cleaver still. No, actually, I think I'm barely slower than Cleaver now, if it's max speed. I'm not, but I miss Cleaver. So I need to freeze Politoed, and I need Cleaver to stay frozen. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. I mean, oh, it thought out. It can miss. Okay, it didn't. Damn it. Yeah, that was a bad mistake on my end. Again, this is a lead where if I'd led with my Trick Room setup, they couldn't win. Because all three of their damaging dealers were physical attackers, except for Politoed, and Politoed doesn't count for this because I can just kill Politoed with anything else. Aggron would have, like, super tanked that and checked out the whole team. So we're going to do one last game. It's good to get a loss as well. I kind of want to see the Sun team, because I have some tech against that as well, but I don't think we're going to be facing Sun right now, because a lot of people are just playing the Gengar teams and Mega Floettes. Sun would be cool to face. Voice. Mega Floette, there we go. Alright, so this is the team where Aggron is basically designed to kill. We can lead, because we want the Trick Room up. So we're going to lead Hatterne. And I kind of want to lead, like, Aggron. Is that crazy? It is. I'm going to lead a creamy Hatterne, have Aggron in the back. So... Actually, wait. I can lead Hatterne, the beartic, have Aggron in the back, and I'll cream in the back. The reason that we're doing this is because if they lead Incineroar and Farigiraf to fake out to deny me from using Trick Room, I can throat chop the Farigiraf, you know, to stop it from using Hyper Voice to deal with me. How does this backfire? Floette plus Incineroar, I think. Incineroar Farigiraf. Okay, so this is what we kind of want to see. So, the reasoning for this is either I get up Trick Room, which my team is better built for than his. Or I get Fake Out, and it's going to go for Hyper Voice, which Throat Chop is going to stop from working. And I'm faster than Farigiraf outside of Trick Room. So it's going to... I think they're going to Fake Out the Hatterne, expecting the Trick Room, trying to not get it set up. And then they're going to try and use Hyper Voice with Farigiraf. What's the worst that can happen? Shadow Ball, technically, from Farigiraf. Or Imprison, but again, Imprison would just bounce back because I have Magic Bounce. So I think the only way to do this is to try and kill it. They could also try Throat Chop or Darkest Lariat and Hyper Voice. Yeah, this is kind of what we were expecting. And now Throat Chop, it's Farigiraf, denies it from using Hyper Voice, which is the move it should use. It uses Psychic. I mean, that's fine. Because we know that my beartic is faster. And I can now use Trick Room again. And I can use Rock Slide and either pray for a flinch on either of the mons in order to put more pressure on them. Or just flinch to get out, up my Trick Room. If not, I'm just getting some damage out. Both targets are fine. I'm sort of expecting Incineroar to parting shot the beartic. Ally switch. That does not change anything, sir. But that's a cool tech. I like that. I respect that. However, Rock Slide funny. And then Incineroar flinches and it's even funnier. 30% chance to flinch. Gets Darkest Lariat off. I don't think that kills. Yeah. So now we have Trick Room, which is funny. And they saw my Rock Slide. What will they do now, though? Like, I can Draining Kiss the Farigiraf. I can Draining Kiss the Incineroar, I think is better. And I can Icicle Spear the Farigiraf just to get damage off. If either or both of my mons die this turn, it's really good. Because it'll set me up with the endgame with the Alchemy and the Aggron. Alright, this gives me a fair bit of healing back. Enough to actually survive another single hit. Do you go for Darkest Lariat here, killing it? I technically think that's a misplay. Because I still have 2 turns of Trick Room, right? Get 3 hits. And I'm happy. Yeah, perfect. Alright. Now, bringing out Aggron here is the correct choice. Incineroar does not have a fighting type move that he can use here on me. So I'm going to Iron Defense, expecting it to try and deny this. And I can Rock Slide. Probably better to Throat Chop here, right? Oh wait, he's going to Ally Switch. Should have Throat Chopped the Incineroar slot. Because that one doesn't have Protect either. But it doesn't actually matter. He's expecting Body Slam. Or like Body Press, I mean. I think he's gonna expect Body Press and then Ally Switch the Incineroar and try and use Flare Blades to burn or kill the Beartic. Okay, no Ally Switch, which is good. Well, now Defensive Behemoth. Oh, that's so nice. Sir. Alright. What's in the bag? What's the worst that we can see now? Crabominable is not a problem. Because I can guarantee you that he's not gonna... there's no shot that this guy tries to Mega Evolve Crabominable this turn and not attack. So I can Mega Evolve mine and just Body Press. I kind of want to swap out. I don't have any priority on this though, so I don't think it's worth it. But I really want to get Alchemy out soon. I don't think it's worth it though, so we're going to go for the Rock Slide. Kind of expecting Ally Switch here, but it doesn't actually matter. Like, Mega Aggron has Filter. It has so high defenses with Iron Defense that Crabominable does a tops of like... What's my guess here? Crabominable does 30% with close combat, or 40% with close combat at best. If it doesn't Ally Switch here, I kill it before it kills me. Ally Switch, that's fine. We kind of expected that. Right, how much do you do? That's Iron Fist boosted. Crabominable. With a massive amount of damage. And still couldn't do shit to Aggron. This is why I like this mon, by the way. I was initially going to have Steelix on this team, but I really find just Mega Aggron to be better. It's so good. Okay, so... there's a high probability that we see Incineroar to fake out the Aggron. I'm going to sack the Beartic now, if possible. We don't really care if Incineroar comes in to be silly. Incineroar. That's gonna be the name of my next Incineroar. And we're just gonna Rock Slide again. If he doesn't kill the Beartic here, because he's gonna try and fake out and like... I mean, I'm doing damage regardless. And we know that Beartic outspeeds both of them when we go out of Trick Room now. Which makes, if he doubles into the Aggron slot, makes it a bad choice for him because, again... Beartic is then going to hit both of the mons now with Rock Slide this turn, and then we get to see. Doesn't do too much damage, but it's fine. And I'm going to outspeed and potentially flinch them next turn. Body Press into... I think it's best to do it into Incineroar. No. It's probably better to do it into Crabominable and swap. So I get out, out of the attack drops. Because he's not going to attack Beartic with the double attack drops. And then I get Mind Game of double options for Protect next round. And both of my moves on Alchemy, which outspeeds both of his mons, is going to KO them. Because Close Combat is going to drop the defense another stage, even if... Or actually no, because it's going to... Can he Protect and then... Flare Blitz me or Will-O-Wisp me? That's an option, but like, would you really do that? You are gonna. Are you gonna Will-O-Wisp or Flare Blitz here? We've seen a lot of Will-O-Wisps. Parting shot, that's fine. Don't really care. Okay, so what are you parting shotting? What's your last one in the back? Sinister? Achulodon. Well, I'd love to say that that's a problem, but in reality, it really isn't. Because what are you going to do against me? I can protect with Alcremie here, which will likely try and tank a flash cannon here, so we're just going to do that. I think he's going to attack with Crabominable into Aggron, and then attack with Achulodon using flash cannon into Alcremie. Alternatively, it doubles up into Aggron, but I should be fine regardless. I think like flash cannon plus close combat here will do what? Put me at 60 health or something, which is enough to tank another hits. Again, it used Protect last round. It's not going to Protect now. It might swap out into Incineroar and then get Crabominable out back again later. But I don't think that's the play. Thunderbolt, that's not going to do a lot. It's going to do a little bit. Ooh, I actually did a fair bit. Did a chunk. I'm faster. Is that a speed tie? Wasn't he faster last round? Okay. So now I have two options. Right? My options are either to... Because I think the best option is to protect my Aggron and use Mystical Fire to lower the special attack of Achulodon. And should Aggron die the next turn, we get Beartic with Rock Slide in, and we can like Rock Slide flinch our way out of this with the Alcremie's Dazzling Gleam. If it kills Alcremie, I still get Rock Slide in the round after. Because he might fake out Alcremie here. Yeah. Then Flash... Ooh, double tub. That is very risky of you, sir. Okay. Do I have to go for a double now? Or is it better if I... Because I'm faster than Incineroar. I don't remember... I took way too much to survive another one, right? It was 130 down to 60. Yeah. So I'm gonna die if I take another hit from the Achulodon. But if I swap into Beartic and I Mystical Fire, I'll survive one of that and I'll kill the Incineroar with Body Press when I get back out with Aggron. Is this better than letting the... I mean, it depends. If Incineroar KOs Alcremie here, it might have been better to let Alcremie... like, let Aggron die. We'll see. Might have actually be like White Herb. That would have been sick. Monka. That doesn't do too much, right? So now we have the Mind Games. Because now it's Protect Mind Games. I think that he thinks that I'm going to protect Aggron and try and kill the Alcremie here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Body Press. Because this is a 50-50. If I protect Aggron and get off the Alcremie's Mystical Fire, I would have won, right? If he doubles up into that and I get off the Body Slam, I win. And opposite, if he hits Aggron into the Protect, I win with that. So it's like... It's a 50-50 here. And I think, based on how you've been playing very straightforward. Or very, like, convoluted, I mean, not straightforward. So I think you're gonna attack the Alcremie here. I think he's gonna try and kill the... Oh, nope. Dude, what the hell? He outplayed me. He went for all the right moves. Oh, that sucks. When did I throw? Did I have any reason not to... Well, I didn't need to attack the Crabominable ever, right? So I think my mistake was ever attacking into the protect of that slot. I should have always attacked into the Incineroar slot. So again, remember to myself, just try and focus on whatever is the clear threat that can't protect. Because if I get like out another one, I would have had more value out of the trick room. It could have worked from there. I have time for one last before I gotta go. I gotta go in 20 minutes. Let's go. We'll queue one more. My office is really warm. Hold up. Oh, the Sun Team. Let's go. Okay, so I have 2 modes that defeat this, or mess pretty heavily with this. I'm gonna go for the Froslass and the beartic, because if they lead what's your name, the Gardevoir, I can deny the Gardevoir from using Hyper Voice, which is what it's gonna use. What else do I have here? I should probably have Zoroark and Aggron. But I am very much feeling the hatterne being more valuable here. Aggron's bad if I don't Mega against this setup or lineup, and I'm gonna Mega the Froslass, so I should either go hatterne or Creamy. I think hatterne is better here, so we'll do that. It'll also give us like an option in the back here. We'll see. I think we're seeing a Venusaur. I'm hoping to see Venusaur Charizard, but I'm thinking that we're gonna see the Gardevoir and Incineroar lead. Charizard Incineroar. Not what I would have expected. I mean, I can just protect. And then chill. Just a scout. Because none of these are going to use setup moves. It doesn't, like, they're not mega evolving, so both of us are saving that. I'm expecting Fake Out into Beartic and Heat Wave, probably. There we go. That's fine. Again, I can just swap here into hatterne and use Rock Slide, because I'm expecting a double up into Froslass, right? And I'm faster than Incineroar, and I'm gonna get off a Rock Slide on the Charizard, which probably Mega Evolves now. Incineroar swaps, that's fine. Venusaur, Milotic, still fine. Charizard protects, that's fine, again. Now, I can Calm Mind with my hatterne. Because they're going to expect Trick Room, right? I still want a Rock Slide here, because I still think that they aren't going to expect that, that I'm faster. Right? And also, it'll still do a good chunk to Charizard. It might be Charizard X, that would be funny. That would be good bait. Charizard X and then Scarf Venusaur. That would actually be cool. Oh yeah, it's Charizard Y. Alright, so we get Weather Control after this round. It might also think that I'm not sashed, which would be funny. Overheat, it misses. That's really good. That is very, very lucky. Ice Beam. There's a little chunk. Boom. Freeze. No freeze. Or go. Alright. Charizard takes a buttload of damage on that. That's really good. Now, I have 2 options now. I can either protect to try and conserve the Sage, which probably is a bad idea, or go for the Rock Slide again, expecting the double up to try and kill hatterne. And should that be the case, then yeah, we're sitting solid after that. Because if they double up into hatterne here, in order to get the kill, like either, yeah, Heat Wave, that's not going to kill hatterne. And then unless I get burned here, we're solid. Like, we're really solid. And I've been burnt like the 3 last games when I'll be using Heat Wave, so thank heavens. That's not going to kill. We get off a Draining Kiss on Milotic, and we're getting Rock Slide off, which is going to do a buttload of damage. Perfect. And now we have weather control, which is good against the Venusaur in the back. So it's Venusaur and Incineroar in the back. Soaked. Okay. So I'm expecting Incineroar, fake out into Hatterne, into Scald, trying to kill Hatterne, right? God of War. Ooh, wait. Okay, so this changes the plan a bit. We're gonna have to DK the God of War. I'm gonna have to protect, because we want to have Hatterne go down this turn, so we can get weather control and throw chop on the God of War. It might use Gleam. It uses Gleam, okay, so I don't need throw chop on it. How much does Gleam do to Hatterne? That's a lot for being max special defense Hatterne. Holy. It's such a good mod. And then Draining Kiss. What you gonna do now, bro? What you gonna do now? I'm back to exactly what I was previous turn. No burn, no freeze, nothing. We're gonna do this into God of War again, and we're gonna Rock Slide. Is this worth it? Is it better to swap it? We have a Sue and Zoroark, which is gonna pretend to be the Froslass, which is really good. So yeah, we're gonna just do this. This is gonna, yeah, because I think it's Scarfs, right? Nah, it's probably not gonna be a Scarf. But yeah, we'll do this. We know Incineroar is the last one in the back. No freeze? No. Okay, and then the reason that this is really good is now I get above the HP needed to survive another Ice Beam. And I have Choice Scarf, Hyper Voice to deal damage to Milotic enough to kill it, and to deal with the God of War. Which might think that this is a Froslass, and then it's gonna Mega, and might try and protect. So we should just do this, plus Hyper Voice. We should be good. And being Scarf, I'm always faster than God of War, even if that is Scarf. Which is where they might think that I'm gonna be out, like, slower than them. Which is banging, yeah, perfect. And then Ice Beam or Scald should go into Hatterne, probably Ice Beam. Scald into my Zoroark. Okay. It's fine, don't really care. Could burn, but it wouldn't really matter. Training Kiss puts me back at a health bar where I'm comfortable. We are guaranteed faster, can't get faked out, and are winning next turn. So yeah, W. Very good W. I feel like that was a very nice way of dealing with this weather control that he had. If he had Venusaur, I would have been more offensive towards the Venusaur. Like trying to play weather control more. But this worked perfectly. Alright, banging. Alright, so learning the team, it's working pretty well. I'm not sure what optimizations I would do. If you have some ideas, feel free to comment them down below. I'm going to leave the paste in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where we're going to be testing out a little bit of a different team. Alright, take care, have a good one, peace out. Bye.